The Massachusetts primary election is quickly approaching. Are you registered to vote? Well, we talked with Needham's town clerk about the registration process and why it's important to participate. Here's what to be aware of before Super Tuesday.
The deadline before each election, and for this presidential primary coming up March 1st, the deadline is February 10th. It is usually 20 days before an election, because the offices, election offices, including the clerk's offices in towns and the election commissions in cities, need that time to enter the voters and make sure their voting list is created and ready to go. You can come into a clerk's office and register to vote. You can ask for a mail-in registration card to be sent to you. You can register at the Registry of Motor Vehicles when you renew your driver's license. And you can now register through the Secretary of State's office online. You have to be a U.S. citizen and you have to be 18 years of age by the date of the next election.
Citizens should note that if they won't be in their place of registration on the day of the elections, they must apply for an absentee ballot, which allows you to participate in the election while away from home.
The state created a system for citizens who are registered to vote or were registered to vote in the United States and are now living abroad. They can now send in an application and they can vote absentee by either email, regular mail, or by fax. It's worked very well in Needham. We've had probably 150 for the last national election that registered by email, and every ballot that we sent out came back.
Residents of Needham should also be aware of what they're voting for on March 1st.
Needham has 8 ballots because we are voting for presidential preference, and we also vote for the state committee man, the state committee woman, and the local town committees. We have a Republican ballot, a Democratic ballot, a Green Rainbow ballot, and United Independent Party ballot, which is pretty new. That's causing a little confusion because it's so close to being considered an unenrolled voter that some people have signed up for that by mistake. And we're just trying to let them know that, you know, as an unenrolled voter, you have your choice when you go to the polls to select whichever ballot you want. If you are registered in a political party, you can only obtain that ballot.
There are 5 voting locations in Needham on the day of the elections, and they are each designated to 2 of Needham's 10 precincts. Precincts A and B will vote at the Center at the Heights. C and D will vote at Newman Elementary. E and F will vote at Broadmeadow Performance Center. F and G at the high school gymnasium. And I and J will vote at the Mitchell School Gym. For more information about the precincts and locations, you can visit needhamma.gov under the Town Clerk Services. You
should vote for the person that you think is going to do the best job for your town, your community, the state, and then federal government. So a vote at the local level is just as important as a vote at the higher federal level. It's important as a citizen of this country to make your voice heard.
For the Needham Channel News, I'm Jillian Tedesca.